Okay, guys, I'll start then. I know I've been like rescheduling this meeting, so maybe people cannot join because I was keep shifting the hour of meeting, but that's because of my traveling going on. So that was the primary reason. Sorry about this. Today, I just prepared a couple strategies for supercharging your sales. Before I start, I want to just hello, short window for this one. Okay. Just introducing a little bit of myself. I am an AI expert that is working mostly with medium-sized and large-sized companies. Yes, will recording be available later and where? Yes, it will be available later, and it will be available. You will guys get the email. I always send an email through Meetup to everybody that was registered to the meeting because I know some people were keep sending emails that they cannot join today. So, yes, it will be sent through Meetup message, which will hit your inbox. So you will get the link to recording. Most of my experience is coming from working with medium-sized and large-sized companies like Shell Energy, Discovery, IKEA, L'Oreal, P&G, Allegro in Europe. Thanks, no problem, Mariana. I have also done more than 110 lectures and workshops. This meetup is like my give back to all the people that are interested in using AI in a very practical way. So if you guys want to join the meetup because you haven't joined yet, it's simply you can just scan this QR code. The reason we meet here on Meetup is mostly I want to share practical knowledge, like practical prompt, software, everything I've learned through my project. It's my give back to the community in Europe, United States, all over the world. So that's why I'm also recording that. It will be available on YouTube. Everybody can get ready. It's really about AI for customer operations and sales. So all the things I'm filtering for you guys is mostly for your sales activity, sales focus, bringing more customers, reducing churn and things like that. So if you want to book a meeting with me and discuss more, you can do it through that link. This presentation is also available for you later after the meeting, so you can build that. You can click that. It's a direct link to my calendar. I can just jump on a call with you and discuss your particular case if you want. And then also you can connect with me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is important because every day I shoot 2 posts on LinkedIn, strategies, practical ways, something else than here, which is mostly about using AI in business, customer operations, process, but also some kind of inspirational stuff, right? Recently, I've shared the framework, how to decide when and how you want to use artificial intelligence, how to remove obstacles, motivate your people to use that responsibly. So 2 ways actually to connect. First one is here on Meetup, strictly on sales, very practical. Here on LinkedIn, more strategic, more broad, more motivational about AI, how to start. And then if you want to discuss something particularly interesting for you, you don't want to share here online, so you can click that link. So now let me just move to everything what I prepared for today. For you guys, very practical, coming from my customers, from my projects and other things. So I want to start with an AI for sales copy and first introduce you to Claude.ai. If you guys don't know Claude.ai, this is the best artificial intelligence model available right now on the market. It's better than ChatGPT 4.0, it's better than Google Gemini, and it costs the same, which means this is a professional plan. As you can see, it costs $20 per month, 20 American dollars per month. And this is the best AI model, and I show you why it's best for you. So I strictly encourage you, and don't worry about it. And Claude.ai, it's not a sponsor of this meeting. It's just my personal experience. I spend from 4 to 6 hours with this tool every day, helping me, and I will show you how it's helping me. So this is the best project on the market right now. It's coming from benchmarks. If you're interested, what are the benchmarks? I would love to ask you for coming to my LinkedIn or blog, and I'm writing about benchmarks right there. But today I want to tell you like a first case you might try, which is like writing something like that. So I prepared prompt for you, so we don't waste time for creating them. This is a very good prompt. This is a very specific prompt. It's directing AI model to one specific direction, which is writing a compelling sales email for a particular product or service targeting specific industry, including a strong value proposition and clear call to action. There is no shortcut here. So responsible AI means we gotta do our own work on the side to prepare that. So which means that if you want to make this to be very specific and address your specific audience, you need to know who you're talking to. And I've been talking a lot here from meetup to insurance agents, real estate agents. By the way, if you guys are here, you're watching this recording, stay to the end. At the end, I'll show you a very nice tool for like working with realtors and guys that are dealing with real estate. You need to know who you talk to, because otherwise AI is going to hallucinate a lot. So in this particular case, you have a prompt that is giving very good results. It's writing, I'm admitting more people. Welcome, guys. Those that join us now, welcome. Those that join right, don't worry, guys. There is going to be recording. I'm going to send a link. I'm going to send slides, whatever. So you're not going to miss anything. So this is a very, very specific case. So look at this one. If I want to fill up this one, it needs to be very specific too. So let's say write a compelling sales email for software which helps people to manage family calendar. Okay? And targeting specific industry. Let's say I'm targeting single moms verticals. Okay? So very important. It's not general, it's very specific. I want to stop here and give you two terms to explain. And end-shot prompting. Don't worry about the names, but I want to explain you how that will help you to get better results out of the AI. If you show AI the pattern, it will give you better results. So for instance, if you have that perfect email that worked for you in the past, I would strongly encourage you to attach it as a pattern to that conversation with AI, which you can do by clicking this add content and uploading your perfect email as a PDF file. I'm not going to do that today because it's a different case, but this is something called end-shot prompting, when you show many different examples to AI that worked for you before, and you want to make sure that it will follow and give you a better results. So anyway, coming to this one, write a compelling sales email for a software which helps people to manage family calendar, targeting moms verticals, include a strong value proposition and a clear call to action. So I'm going to hit right now go, and we'll see what is going to happen. For those that join later, Claude AI is now the best AI model in the market. So if you are using ChatGPT, Google Gemini, or any other thing, I would strongly encourage you to switch to this one, because according to benchmark is the best one. Obviously, you need to always be open for a new coming, but this is the best on the market right now. And look what happened now. I got two parts of examples. I like two parts of the answer. First one is it gives you a description what actually the email contains. It contains a subject, opening, clear introduction, key features, user testimonial. Very important. Responsible AI, it's not about shortcuts. It's about giving a good input, which means if you have a testimonial, you need to paste your own here. But if you don't have a testimonial, it gives you idea that you need to collect them to make this email even more compelling. So then you have a special offer, clear call to action, and postscript. And if you see what happened here, actually, yes, I'm going to talk about perplexity later, Mark. Thank you so much for the comment. So it's going to give you a specific structure here that is actually showing you that your calendar have a strong calendar, a strong value proposition. What other users say is very important. If you don't have testimonials, it's a high time to collect them. If you have them, please use them here. You can then use specialty offer, and you got email ready to go. But let me give you this. I want to talk to Claude and tell him, okay, but now generate 3 effective for the common sales objection. For instance, your product is too expensive and complex. So in this particular context, it's going to give you 3 effective things that you can use in a conversation. And imagine this right now, what I'm going to tell you this. Imagine that you are on the call with your customer. Have that open on the side. Share your screen, split your screen to 2 pieces and have Claude AI or other software, in this particular case, Claude AI, open on one side and have the conversation with your customers on the other side. Or if you use a phone call, use them parallelly. You can start creating that conversation on the fly. So this is something I want to show you right now. And why Claude AI, it's a very interesting tool. Now I can make a visual representation on the right side of the screen. So let me show you this prompt. Turn those objections to a slide and make it visually compelling. No other software can do it right now on the market. Claude AI introduced artifacts, which are actually a piece of programming code, but you don't have to be an engineer. So it's going to give you this. Don't worry about this. This is just a code. If you're a programmer, developer, company that hires programmers, you can take that code and modify it on your site. But it's actually built that in a visual representation. What I like this, I want to show you one case. Recently, my customer asked me for comparing 3 different platforms, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. They wanted me to compare pricing. So instead of preparing the pricing as a slide, I uploaded PDFs with Amazon pricing, Google pricing, and with Microsoft pricing, and asked Claude AI to build me a graph that compares those. And I'm going to find that graph for you let me check if I can pricing. There you go. No, that's not this one. Give me a second. I want to pricing. Okay, and please look what it gave me. It builds me this in a fraction of a second. So I wanna here show you a first strategy. Write an email, write the objections, and if you are on a call, you're presenting, use those opportunities to show that that in a graphical way, so the Claude can do it for you in a second. Okay. The second thing is AI for contracts. There is very interesting piece of software you might try using. It's actually something that I was not able to get in, but I want to show you a video. It's Spellbook. I want to watch you this. I would love you to watch this video and just oh, you don't see this full screen. Okay, forget about it. So I'll do this. And then I want to show you what capabilities it has. So this is a plugin for your Microsoft Word. If you're dealing with contracts and you want to find the risky parts of it, you want to redesign them, you want to look for risks, like paragraphs or something that might be under negotiation, or you want to negotiate that, or you want to automatically spot them, Spellbook is a great software for you. This is software you need to buy, you need to purchase. But I just want to quickly show you this because as a salespeople, people dealing with executive accounts, signing contracts and things like that, you might find it very interesting. In fact, you can do similar things in Cloud.ai, but Spellbook is like natively built for this. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Just if you can confirm on the chat, please. Yes, thank you, Mark. All right. No, thank you, Marvin. And then, so this is like a software I want to show you. This is like something I'm focused on contracts playing with contracts. But now I want to move to another software, which is if you guys are in the business of writing content is important for you. For instance, you are a car dealership, or you are an insurance agency, or you are a restaurant, or you are a place that needs to rely on a content, and you want to make sure that your content will quickly be considered by Google as a Google friendly content. So this is a place to be. Surfer costs about $50 per month. Not that much if you create a lot of content, but I want to show you how it works. We use artificial intelligence for three pieces. My customers, when they modify processes in marketing and advertisements, use that a lot. First of all, you can explore what is actually what you should write about. So, for instance, let me put the keyword here: cake for birthday. So it's I want to pick up United States as my target country, and then I'm clicking cake for birthday, and it's creating. Let me give me a second why it doesn't work. Or maybe I'll show you something what I have already. There we go. So this is a keyword. For instance, artificial intelligence in business. So that's the keyword I want to target on American market. It's a real example for my personal case. So I don't want to share cases of my customers because they're confidential. So if you open this, it will show you a keywords that you need to use in your article to make sure that it's properly considered by Google. And this is auto-optimized by AI, which means that all these keywords on the right side of my screen, I created, and the density and saturation of them, number of keywords, number of many times I have to repeat them, is strictly considered as the one that Google will like if I finish this article. What is important here, if you click auto optimize, it's going to analyze this article, and artificial intelligence is going to suggest what should be changed. So if you are in the business that you are solo business, or you have two people because one is receptionist and then you are a boss of the business, you have no time, money, resources, whatever, you name it, to hire more people, but you need to create content. This is a perfect software for you because it will first write for you. Obviously, Responsible AI means we don't take shortcuts. We actually use this and then we reread it, we rewrite it. We need to put some work in it. It's not like a magician. It will give us a long way, but we need to finish that masterpiece by ourselves. But if you see this, it actually gives me a couple references here, and thank Mark for perplexity mention. I'm going to show you how you can then use the important facts from here to make your content even more rich. Think about here, like driving a podcast or YouTube content based on that. This is actually written content. It will be done for you by AI, but you can take it and then you can create based on that, the video, podcasts, emails, brochure like leaflets, wherever you want. But this is primarily for obviously search engines friendly. So it created this and it boosted the score from 72 to 87, which means that it increased by 15% the quality of that piece of the content from the Google perspective. So this is the case for everybody that needs content, that like gyms, like workout places, parks, city parks, whatever. So this is something you can get. It's called surferseo.com, and so if you like it, then you can actually review it, accept it, and then you can either restore to the original or whatever. But first, please remember that this one is going it's starting from finding those keywords for you, which means that those keywords here are actually something that you need to research for hours, but AI is going to find them for you. And it's also going to give you guidance how many headings it needs to have, how many paragraph images and things like that, which is pretty standard. But the biggest thing here is this auto optimization by an AI, which will give you ideas to go with the content further. So if you want to use that, that's a top level of our sales funnel, like attracting users. So another thing I want to show you today is something I'm a big fan of, actually leveraging YouTube videos for attracting and converting customers or opening B2B conversation. I'm going to give you an idea. If you want to find a piece of content that you can use for your sales blast or your conversation or the one-to-one meeting with customers, one of the best way is finding something that people already appreciated. And one of these things that you can find are videos on YouTube that people love. So for instance, if I will show you a very simple but very powerful strategy. For instance, I want to say how to safely drive a car when you are 16. So insurance agents, parents, things like that. So if, let's say, tips for new drivers, here's the video. And this video is, let me switch to my premium account. So we will not have the ads. Okay, there we go. So this is like 9 minutes video. What I can do with this, if I want to prepare the piece of content, I want to conduct marketing campaign to the parents that are worried about the kids, or I want to open a conversation, and as a company that provide driving trainings, I want to talk to somebody, or I have a phone call, or I'm working in a webinar. What I can do, instead of watching the whole video, I take the URL and I use something called com.ai to transcribe it. So if you put this here and I just click generate, it will extract the text out of it. Now I'm taking this text and I'm going to my tool, which is a Claude in my case, and then I put it here and I say, hey Claude, could you please summarize this text for me. And I pasted it. What happened here? Claude automatically convert that to PDF as the attachment. So if you want to use that, you can use the long form of text. The AI will completely handle that. And now I can summarize it. But the most important thing is not summarization, because that's pretty easy. But still, I need to prepare for a meeting, or I want to do a content, or I want to make a image out of it. So I want to say this: build infographics based on the above, and create clear how-to action for audience which is young, which are parents of 60 plus kids. Okay, and now I'm really using this video as the blast for me. Obviously, I'm not talking here about stealing the content. It's just transcribing and summarizing. I can put that to SEO Surfer and build a longer form of that, make it my own, using this one as the inspiration. But okay, here is interesting case. What happened? It make a mistake in the code. So I say, hey, I don't see the graphic. Fix the code, please. I'm sorry, I just misspelled it. So I want to show you a case when you can use great content appreciated by people. By the way, I always make a reference to the link that I use. So if I use that content on my website, there is always a source, and I use that video as a source to appreciate the author. But you can have something like that very quickly. So make sure you use it. It's for good of our customers, people we talk to that need like very compelling, easy to digest things. So within a minute, I quickly converted one of the most popular videos on the YouTube to a slide. Obviously, I need to use the reference that I use this video, appreciate the people they share it. I don't want to steal anything, but I can do this. So that's another thing, how you can make a product tours, for instance. If you use any specific product that somebody built for you, like third party, and you partner with these people, so instead of like building slides or writing copy for hours, you can take the video, product tour video, convert it to text, and then bring it as a slide. And I can play with the slide. I can change colors. I can say, hey, change colors to my corporate colors, corporate identity, which is, let me give you a code of the color, 0505. And I can redesign it. Obviously, if you want to something very highly professional, Claude is not going to do that for you. You need to use graphic designers and other people. But in most cases, you can at least build a great wireframe or a foundation for your work. So there we go. I just changed the colors. So this is like that. And then you can use that, whatever you want. You got the idea. And then another thing is, I want to make sure that I use actually last two things is something for the real estate. By the way, Perplexity. Mark mentioned Perplexity. I want to show you Perplexity, which gives you always reference. So what I mean by that, Claude.ai, Gemini, Claude.ai, ChatGPT are not connected to the internet real time. Those tools were trained on the content, and the more days are coming, the more days pass by, the older those models become, because they were trained by, let's say, July 1st, whatever it was, and now they just use that content for us. Perplexity is something that is connected to the internet, and you can actually find reference to the content. So let me do this. How to drive a car as a beginner. And look what will happen, please. It's going to research internet and give me a combined answer. Artificial intelligence is going to give me a hints, and I can search images or I can search videos which are relevant to my prompt, to my input. But I can also ask, give me good book to read about it. And now it's researching online sources for it. Why it's important? If you are on the bottom level of your sales funnel, you are going to convert customer to the potential customer to a customer, and you would love to find evidence, reports, data. Don't use Google or don't use like popular browsers. Go to Perplexity. Thanks, Mark, for mentioning that too. And then you can actually start looking for answers combined with references. What you see here is a reference to the specific file, specific website. So if you want to find what it is, quote it, be more credible. Don't read the evidence, quote the graph, quote something else. You can actually use that too. Another option is u.com, but I'm going to cover u.com on the next webinar in 2 weeks because u.com is even more important. But what is else? It's interesting here for you. If you hit the rewrite button, you'll see you can use couple artificial intelligence models. Remember, please, what I've told you, this Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the best on the market right now. But if you, for some reason, like Claude 3 or you like ChatGPT, you can switch them. For $20, you have access to more models than through Claude AI. So you might ask me a question, why I pay $20 for one model, which is Claude.ai, I'm not paying for Perplexity. In fact, I pay for both, but you don't need to. You need to decide if you want to use a lot of graphical representation, as I showed you, a lot of things that we've seen in Claude.ai, they are not available in the Perplexity, at least yet. But if you don't care about visual representation, you just want to generate text or images because it can do that too, then you can use this one, and for $20 monthly has an access to several different models. U.com, it's even bigger in that. It's most research tool, but I'll show you that tool in the next webinar because it required mostly like 20 minutes to comprehensively talk about that. But you can use this one. And actually, this is like Perplexity that is showing you resources. It has pros and cons. Doesn't have a graphical representation. It's a little bit slower, but have more models and have a reference. If you use Perplexity a lot, you'll see that it will actually find a good source. And for your particular cases, you can do like that. For instance, if I use Perplexity, I want to show you a difference. I have a prompt prepared for you, which is like this. Write an engaging invitation for customer success event celebrating for medical doctors. Let's say that's my customers. Include key detail and comparing reason to attend. And I just take the same prompt. So I hit this one here. And now Claude is preparing that. Okay, it's hallucinated a lot. It's just made up Dr. Elena Rodriguez, whatever that comes from. But that was very general prompt, so we cannot expect better answer. And I put the same one here. What is important in Perplexity, you can narrow the focus. You can only use academic papers, video, math, social. I want to use writing because it's writing. So, and let's see what the answer is going to be. Okay, And now I can, for instance, search for images that will help me to prepare that presentation, or I can search for videos, no videos part, and I could generate the image, but I'm not using a pro version for this presentation. So, but now I want to show you this. I want to rewrite it with different artificial intelligence model. Let's just use ChatGPT for all. Oh, it's like for the paid version, so I'll not show you this one. But next time I'll show you this one if I have the u.com. So you might compare the results, and you want to say, hi, Corey, if you're here a little bit late, so there is going to be recording and email. I'll send email with everything what we spoke about. So don't worry about being late here, and thank you for coming. So this is something you might get. The difference between Claude AI and this one is also it will give you another related topics you want to hit if you want to explore more. And Claude.ai, it's not going to give you this. So that's differences between those two. And the last thing for today, it's something I prepare specially for real estate people, because they ask me, hey, Arek, what kind of tools we can use other than ChatGPT? So this is very compelling one that my customers were using too. So this is called virtualstaging.ai. And what I did what I did here is I just downloaded this image from a random website. It's a Texas house interior, and I want to upload this one just to show how that works here. So I want to say living room and just upload an image. Okay, and now I'm hitting like process this. Okay. I'm not using the paid version, so this is free, what you guys see. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I just I made a mistake once again. Sorry, I come back. I didn't hit the comment. So once again, I'm uploading the same image. I'm doing this one, upload, and then I'm clicking here, remove existing furniture. And what you've seen like this right now, it's recognized the interior furniture here and just, it will remove it. So why it's important? It's a case when you work with interior and you want to prepare that, or you want to redesign that for your portfolio on your website, on your content, on your writing a content, on you sending emails, or you want to talk to customers. It's removed right now, completely removed. So what I want to do that right now, and I want to just do this. I remove the furniture because the owners are going to move out. So there will be no furniture. So, but I want to do this. I want to take this image of this interior because I like it when it is going to, because I'm the customer. I want to sell this house. So if you see this one, it's still working on the image. Furniture removed. I'm not sure why it doesn't show this one. Maybe it needs a second. There we go. This is one removed, and I'm downloading this as a file. What I'm going to do right now is allow. It's downloaded, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to upload that as a content that is for this Claude AI. No furniture here. So I upload that as a content, and I'm going to put that prompt here. I want to make this room description compelling for a young couple with 2 kids. Make it more readable. Use bullet pointing. There you go. So something like that you can also work with images a lot to prepare that strategy. So wrapping it up a little bit, first of all, strategy for attracting people to your website. Salessurfer.com, I show you how to build this content. Then you have also a sales copy that we've built in the beginning. Second, pushing people through the funnel by describing videos or transcribing videos, using content, popular topics to take them to the meeting, to prepare the visuals for the meeting, pushing them down. Then signing contracts. I show you this tool, Spellbook, that you can actually speed up the process of signing contracts, working on paragraphs and things like that. And in the end, I want to also show you. I want to show you like the power of visualization when you want to explain complex things like this pricing that I show you for these 3 platforms. You can actually use that for closing the sales, bringing people to the same table. Maybe you are selling cars. Use other software for removing, for instance, cars from the parking lot and just putting one car in the middle and just focusing the content on them. A lot of strategies you can use for sales in the different sales funnel levels, like when you attract customers, when you're pushing them to the next step, pushing them or attracting them to the next step, and you're signing contracts. So that's all I prepared for today. Once again, guys, if you want to give me a second, if you are interested in talking about the specific case, you can use this link to book the session. You can connect to Meetup group with us. There is more than 100 people right now. I'm planning on around the September, October a face-to-face meeting in Frisco. So we're going to meet there. And if you want to learn from the content I'm pushing, it's for free. You don't have to subscribe to anything. Just go to LinkedIn. Every day you got 2 posts, very practical ones. Let me check the chat if there are any questions. There are not questions. So if you guys don't have any questions, I would love to thank you for being here. Thank you, Mark, for a great content. Well done. I will send you once again, one thing, I will send you a little survey, little questionnaire asking you how you like it, what topics you want to cover. Remember, please, I'm sharing what I've learned with my medium-sized and large-sized companies customers. So everything I'm bringing here is coming from the real life. If you want to have an input and just kind of help me to get what you guys want to get there, just I'll send you a little questionnaire later asking for your feedback. So thank you so much. Thank you for a nice word, Paul. I appreciate that. The video will be recorded and I see you in 2 weeks. Thank you, Victoria. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your day.